Next up we have scumbling. Scumbling is, as I'll remind you, when we're adding circular lines together, and once again determining how light or dark our value is based on how much white space there is. If I've got more space in between my scumbles, that's going to look lighter. If I have less white space in between my scumbles, it's going to look darker. So one thing you'll notice is that on this side of our worksheet, the light source is on the left side, but just to challenge y'all, I decided that for our next page, I wanted to make the light source on the right side, on the opposite side, so we can understand that a sphere is going to look different based on where the light source is. Once again, we don't have that starting template that I gave y'all for the shading technique, so we are going to need to structure this ourselves. And again, I'm going to use very light pressure just to kind of say, okay, this is my highlight, this is my midtone, about right there, this is my core shadow, this is my reflected light right here, and then this is going to be my cast shadow. You'll see it's kind of just the exact mirror of what we were working with on the previous page. So, scumbling, adding circular lines, loop-de lines, okay? I'm going to start in my midtone. Just like that. Working inward, making my space, my white space, bigger and bigger as I get towards the highlight. And then adding more and more and more and more and more lines in my core shadow to really make a dark value. Okay, I would say that looks pretty good. Looks like there's a little line right there just from where everything was crossing over and over again, so I'm just going to add a little bit more just to combat that a little bit. Okay, and then I'm going to go to my reflected light. Again, it's going to be a similar amount of white space to my midtone. Got to blend those together a little bit. Okay. Scumbling is pretty quick. That's something that I appreciate about it. Okay. And then I'm going to create my cast shadow. Kind of makes it look fluffy, which I love. Okay, and that is how I use scumbling to add value and turn a circle into a sphere. I want y'all to do stippling on your own. Think about making that template for yourself with the highlight, the midtone, the core shadow, the reflected light, and the cast shadow. And how can you create stippling using white space, using a lack of white space to create value to make this into a 3D form.